Hey guys, Bix Weir, Roota.com. If you guys are saying, what the hell's going on with oil? It's very simple. Go back to the original Road to Roota comic book, Wishes and Rainbows. Here I am at the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston website. Wishes and Rainbows is the comic book, and if you look right here, Road to Roota is the teacher's guide. Let's look at the comic. Page 11. After Roota finds the gold in the Grand Canyon and can't get to the rest of it, they say, what do we do? What do we do? Imagine yourself in 1971 going off the gold standard. What do? We got all this gold, but I don't know if we can get to all of it. Do we really want to rip apart the Grand Canyon? Hell no, let's go on to an oil standard. An oil standard. Make the rest of the world buy oil in US dollars, creating artificial demand for US dollars to control the system. That is reversing right now, but look what Roota did. There's Roota and Rocky saying, oh my God, he can't get to all that gold in there in the Grand Canyon. Cheer up, people. Roota's here to help you. What happens? The colored flowers cry the black tears, which are obviously the oil standard for the US dollar. Obviously. It was Greenspan and Kissinger that set it up. They called it the petrodollar. It required the rest of the world to buy oil in US dollars only, or we're going to bomb the crap out of you. 1971, that allowed us to go off the gold standard. It was Alan Greenspan and Henry Kissinger that set this thing up. We've been on it since 1971, 72. And Roota talks about it in the Road to Roota comic book right here, page. They're the black tears from the flowers. What does she do? She plants them in the ground with some golden sunlight, and voila, you got the colored flowers again. It was all written in the Road to Roota. And the Banking Basics books talks about Gusher National Bank. That fails. What is going on right now in oil is 100% part of the plan. Oil price crash deepens, weighs on global markets. Trillions of dollars in IOUs are being made right now. IOUs for derivatives that are going bad, going bad, going bad. The bailouts must be intense behind the scenes, but there's not enough. That was not the plan. Remember, this comic book was written by the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston. There it is, Federal Reserve Bank of Boston. It's right there, in front of your very face. This was all planned to destroy the system. Yes, the Fed is trying to destroy the system. Pretty cool, huh? And let's take a look at the Wall Street Journal. Oil price crash deepens, weighs on global markets. Oil market crisis spreads to individual investors. Individual investors. What kind of idiot would be investing in oil when it's going negative? The stupid individual investors. I'm so smart, I'm going to pick the bottom. I can get oil for zero, and you end up owing money. That's how insane these markets are right now. Take a look at Zero Hedge, who's keeping a running update. Yesterday was scary. Today is a lot more scary. Black gold bloodbath as paper oil plunges everywhere. Forget the turnaround Tuesday. Oil is a dangerous market to trade right now, said Pierre Enderod, founder of Enderod Capital Management. It's not a dangerous market to trade. It's a dangerous market to have. Derivative markets in any commodity, real commodity. Of course they're rehypothecated many times. Of course they're traded in 100 times the underlying commodity. That's why it's so bad. That's why everybody's afraid of that multi-quadrillion dollar derivative market. It's because shit like this happens in fantasy markets and rigged markets and corrupt markets. It's going to get what they deserve. Anybody in the stock market, the bond market, the creepy repo markets, the COMEX, the LBMA, all electronic markets today is going to deserve to get wiped out completely and totally. Why? Because they're playing in the most rigged casino on planet Earth. Everything has been rehypothecated and changed from its original intent. For example, shares of Apple Computer. How many are traded every day, and how is that possible? The original intent was to have shares represent portions of the... Hey, Bitcoin Ben is calling me right now. Bitcoin Ben, I'm recording a video that you called right in the middle of.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to have to reschedule the video for today, for tomorrow.
Did we have a time yet?
I don't think we set a time yet.
Okay. But, hey, say hi to all the Road to Roota fans.
Hey, what's up, guys? Buy silver. Well, I wouldn't buy gold. I'd buy silver and Bitcoin.
Yeah, he's been on the Road to Roota way too long. All right. Yeah. I'll call you when I'm done.
Yes, sir.
Goodbye, my friend.
All right, bye-bye.
What a great guy. Bitcoin Ben. I feel cool just being on his call list. But yeah, we're going to get together and do a video along with the Snippy video, and we're talking about, possibly this week, doing a Three Amigos reuniting video. A reuniting video because all Cliff's data is coming true from the past. Anyway, back to oil, back to our criminal markets. Nothing is representative of the real underlying asset anymore. Silver is represented by over 300 billion ounces of electronic silver trade every year on the COMEX and the LBMA and the other various. There's no real physical exchange for silver. Like there's ETFs and stuff like that. That's not real. Nothing is connected to real anymore. So yes, oil is going negative. It's going beyond negative. Is there a negative? We could see oil negative $1 million. Why will it never happen? Because they're going to shut down the exchanges first. And that's what we're headed toward. All right. Quote, "This has changed everything," said Monica Malik, chief economist at Abu Dhabi Commercial Bank. "So much of the recent recovery was based on the fact that oil price had been above $50 and $60, providing support to the economic activity. And that's just been decimated." Quote, "This price slump was psychologically very important," said Eugene Weinberg, Commerzbank AG's head of commodity research. Psychologically, yeah, because you got destroyed. Quote, "There's a possibility it will change perceptions forever." Good. None of these markets should be operating. They're all criminal exchanges trading hugely rehypothecated shares of nothing. It's all fake. It's all phony. Anybody with anything in the system, it will lose it all. Unless you have your gold, silver, and cryptos in your own possession, yeah, you can have gold. That's fine. You won't make as much as you will with silver, but you'll still make money when the old system crashes. Silver, you'll make 10 times the amount of money, maybe even 100 times the amount of money you make in gold. Because after the system crashes, then we're going to have a free market. We're going to finally, after 150 years of silver price suppression, going to find out what's going on in silver. Insane. They go on. The best summary of today's chaos came from Bloomberg energy reporter Javier Blas, who simply put it, quote, "Yesterday was scary. Today is a lot more scary. The whole oil market is screaming oversupply simultaneously. June WTI was 4 weeks away from expiry, just touched $6.50 a barrel. The market is going to force huge production cuts, not in May or June, but immediately." And here it is. With settlement now come and gone, the May contract soared back higher. Surprise, surprise. Soared back from negative 40. And adjustments to the USO allocation, June, July, and August, prompted a bid in each ahead of the settle, which is then plunged back after. The USO is an ETF, the largest oil ETF. Talk about a derivative of a derivative of a derivative. And the people who invest in that are idiots. Retail idiots. Now, the USO usually closes out their position 2 weeks before delivery date. And everybody knows it now. So what's going to happen 2 weeks before May 19th? May 19th is the delivery date for next month. Everybody's going to be selling, and it's going to be uglier than it was this month. And right now, there's 5.5 billion barrels in possession of these insane traders. And they aren't real barrels. They're requirements to deliver by May 19th. It is insane. It is more than insane. It's going to get really, 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 really ugly. Here's an update. It has been an exciting day on the USO ETF, if not so much its holders, and after growing speculation the largest oil ETF may have to follow its peer oil and liquidate, moments ago USO was halted again, this time announcing that it had moved 5% of its futures into August WTI contracts, stating it may invest in any month available due to market conditions, and warning that it may see significant devaluations from its benchmark. Millions of dollars of retail investment money is going into this. Millions of idiots out there investing in something they have no idea what's going to happen come middle of May. It is going to get ugly. USO says it has moved some WTI holdings into August contract. May invest in anything. USO has about 40% of holdings in June crude futures, 55% holdings in July, 40%. I hear they're allowed 20 to 25% of the entire oil market on the derivative contract on the COMEX. USO. And they have to get out before 2 weeks before the 19th. So that would be, let's do some math, the 5th. So we're going to be revisiting this bullshit, this crazy market action in less than 3 weeks. Is that 3 weeks? It's about 2 weeks from now. And it's going to get uglier and uglier. It's not going to go to minus 40. It'll go to minus 400. How about minus 4,000? When there is no bid, how low can you go? Infinity, minus affinity. These markets are going to, the Crimex as they are known, the CME, the CTFC, the ICE, which owns it all criminal enterprises, all coming to an end very fast. And absolutely everything's getting crushed. WTI crashing below $7, down 65% on the day, blah, blah, blah. And who predicted it? Roota did. Of course Roota did. That was how Alan Greenspan and friends rigged the market since the 1970s. That was the only reason that we were able to go off a gold standard, was the computer programs written by Alan Greenspan in the 1960s and 70s to rig the market through the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and now it's over. We've hit year zero. That is ending. It is over. Pulling the rug out of a $2 quadrillion derivative market is not fun. So buckle up. That's your update. You want more? Go to roadtoruta.com. Watch those first 2 videos. Introduction to Road to Ruta. It gives you a basics of how this all happened and then where we're headed. Golden oldies to the crypto future. If you have not yet, sign up and get your free emails. Right on the left side. Name, email, and that's it. That's all I got for you. We want to join the private road and get the timeline, which is spot on right now, and it gets really ugly in the next 2 weeks. Go to subscribe today and join the Road to Roota. You're going to get yourself a silver Roota coin. Look at that. And when silver starts running, I am not going to give this away anymore. If silver goes over $25, you will not see this available on any market. The Road to Roota coins. I'm not going to give them away. They'll be worth way too much money, like I said. Even the Veritasium token. What's the solution to all this criminal activity in the exchanges? Veritasium is one solution, or decentralized exchanges. But Veri would be a great solution without messing up the world too much. It just requires peer-to-peer transactions. Reggie Middleton was putting it in the Jamaican Stock Exchange and the German Stock Exchange until the SEC, the criminal SEC, came in to shut him down. I think they're coming back. Those 98 million Veritasium tokens are in limbo right now, frozen in time. They're not being sold. They're being held by unknown entities at the SEC and Veritasium. Reggie doesn't even know what's going on with them. But I can guess that it's one of the options they're mulling over to fix these criminal markets that trade hundreds, 200, 300 times the underlying assets. In the stock market, the bond market, yes, the stock market. Look at the volumes. Did you trade your Apple computer shares in the last week? Somebody did. It's a big criminal enterprise. And you get a back row seat right here, backstage pass to find out what's going on the Road to Ruta. You guys take care. I'll talk to you later.